All right. Hello. No one hear me? Okay. Is this no that sound working? All right. All right. I think we got it working. Awesome. 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 Tell you what. Before we get into it, let me showcase the original world I was working with on this one. This is the original world where I built the door that you see in the short. Uh, we won't be using this one, because well, it goes deep underground, and I just do not have enough room. So I think we're gonna start up a new world, and we're just gonna have the entirety of the chapter one map built on there. I still love this door. Oh, I love it so much. Thank everyone for all the support on the door, because this is genuinely one of my favorite projects. I did attempt to build a Huggy statue. It's horrifying. Oh, I think it's so stupid. But as I was setting up for stream, I realized this is not an original idea at all. Because I was looking at it and I was like, oh, what am I going to call it? Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. Bottomless pit. Oh. Think. I think, do we go with Void? I think we go with Void since. I think we definitely start off with Void. Because that way I don't have to worry about breaking a bunch of blocks. Okay. We'll show our coordinates. Other days played. Turn on cheats. Always day. Keep inventory. Turn off mob spawning. Mob griefing. Weather cycle. And let's turn on the Huggy and Friends add-on. Alright, I think we're ready to create the world unless I just forgot something.
Subscribe.
Okay, we're not gonna need any. Oh, actually, I do want that. I need to actually make sure those guys do not spawn. That would be bad. I don't feel like getting picked up by Huggy and dying. All right. Hmm. I think we're gonna start with. I thought I turned off mob spawning. I was pretty sure I turned off mob spawning. Whatever. There we go. Punch. That's so dumb. Oh my gosh, that's so dumb. All right, let's do this. We're gonna start with the main lobby, right? I don't plan on building the exterior mainly because like you can't ever see it. I mean, you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. So I think we're just gonna work on the interior. So it looks like the very start. There's like these glass windows starting off. Hmm. Or like there's supposed to be doors. We So my whole goal is to build the map and make it functional. That's my whole idea process for this. I think we're gonna build the walls out of concrete, or should we do quartz? I like the color of quartz better. Hold on, let me get. Uh, Hold on, just 1 second. Like 1 block thick, like double wide doors, maybe. Here's where we'll start. It's just really hard to get a look. Like it's really hard to source. Tell you what, we're gonna start with the counter. Forget the entrance. We'll do that later. We'll start with the counter. A little round wooden counter. Kinda looks like spruce to me. Hmm. Maybe like this. Which would, with the back, would be like this. With the, this is like where the huggy thing is. So I'm just trying to get a sense of scale here. Which means the entrance would be about this big. Nah, they're not that. It's like this, right? With one more. It's just a sense of scale. Hmm. I'm not entirely sure. Sorry. It's not entirely. I'm just trying to get a sense of scale right now. Is all I'm trying to do here. And I think this would be the entrance. I think I think 3 is appropriate there. It might only be like this. Is this an appropriate sense of scale? I'm not entirely sure. I'm just trying to see how big do I want this? Because I mean, realistically, this is probably as close as I can get realistically to scale. But it does make it hard to detail. I turned on Always Day. I don't. What is happening? I I literally did this. All right. All right. So, all right. I think this is the scale we're gonna work with. So we're gonna. Yeah, actually, I would say this is more like. Well, at least this one's like 4. Oh, it is 4. 3, 4. I think it's like 4. And then, well, let me go back a little bit with my reference. I think it's like this. Some. Oh, I see the issue here. I think it's definitely 3, so I need to check that out. All right. So we'll just remove this part. I think this is an appropriate sense of scale. Or so far, this isn't how tall it's going to be. I just wanted to get a sense for how big the room's going to be. Because obviously, we got to add color and all kinds of stuff. But I think this is a nice way to start it off. All right. So, first, let's detail the desk. Let's make the desk look a little nicer. Add some there so it looks a little taller. And then we'll like have it like this. No. No. That's not how. I'm sorry for any background noise. I live in a 10 by 10. I live in like a 10-foot dorm room with a roommate, so. What if I use like a fence here? Yeah, that's a lot better. Well, there we go. Yeah, that the fence definitely helps. Is there something that I could use to like partially? Probably not. I think that's about as good as we can get with the desk. Or I can't put these here. I just realized because hold on. Here's what we'll do. We'll ah, 'cause we need a. This is really difficult. I'm not a builder. Is that better? Okay. Hold on. Let me head back to the desk. Okay, so there's like a computer monitor here. So Computer monitor wise, need a computer monitor of some sort. Tell you what would be a good computer monitor? The Observer kind of looks like an old TV head monitor, especially with like the back. It looks more technical. Especially if we just put like in like this. We got like our TV monitor, or not TV monitor. We have our like computer monitor because it kind of looks like it from the back because it kind of reminds me of one of those old like with the cords coming out of the back. And now I just need a trash can, like a small trash can. Oh, we can use a flower pot for that. Ah, that's kind of in the way. We'll do this. We have to definitely though. Okay, this is how tall this is, if I remember correctly. All right, here we go. Let's get like some hugginess. Let's get the faded huggy, which, what is, it's like, I think it's got like an arm coming through. Oh, this doesn't look like it, like at all. But how do I get like a bunch of detail here within a very, very small space? Because then it's got like this part that's like running across, or it's more like this. We need definitely need his red smile. Hold on, do I have a, we can use like red signs? We'd have to make his face a little bigger. Or, oh, maybe we could use a sign. Hold on. Those old sign tricks, hold on. Oh, hold on. I need this to be lower. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think. Okay. And then we're gonna have like a bunch. And then it's gonna be the other way around, which means. Wait, hold on. I need to. And then it would be like this with a bunch of space. Something like that. I think we got something going here. Hold on. Kind of smart. Kind of. It's better than what it was. And for his eyes. Huh. Let's use this. Looks so stupid. Oh, this is why I don't build. Oh, we can use, maybe we can use item frames with like, he looks so fried. I think realistically, this might be as good as I can get it personally. Oh, he looks so fried. He looks like he's out of his mind. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Oh my goodness. That is too funny. And then it's like for here too, which this is entirely like a bright red, which I'll probably use red concrete for. Yeah. Okay, and this is like a light blue across up here. And there is a cool thing about this mod pack. Check this out. There's the TV, right? So, oh, gravity. Okay, so gravity affects this. Sucks, which means I'm only gonna have to use a little trap door. There we go. Now, and we can just have to have a little cart here, which scaffolding with iron trapdoor. And boom. It's supposed to be connected by wires, but I'm not sure. I could use an armor stand. Hold on. Am I... Hold on. Oh, crap. We'll have to use a piston. Give me my armor stand back. This guy sucks. There we go. Hey, that don't look too bad. We got our TV monitor for our first tape. Not too shabby. So... Oh, good lord. Okay, so I really want to get in the redstone stuff, so I'm going to see if I can speed through this building part as fast as possible. There's like these blue fences up, which I think I'm just going to replicate using, well, I was, but I just realized I wouldn't be able to, yeah. Never mind. It's becoming a part of the wall. What's something that has like a fancy looking thing? Prismarine might work. As like the fencing or whatever. Hold on. These are like our fencings. Like, you can kind of see it. I'm not very good at pixel art. I'm trying my best here. Hold on. If it bothers you, hold on. It's kind of bothering me. You know what? I can't. Okay. Never mind. All right. Let's look. Okay, there's fencings all the way around. Hold on. Let me see. I would say it's 1, 2, oh, 3, 4. I feel like that would be. I feel like 5. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do 5 and 2 here. Okay, we're gonna get this. I know this feels incredible. Well, this is pretty much incredibly boring. I guess. I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. All right. I can see the vision. Yeah, I can see. I can see. Uh, oh, that's perfect. That'll get us through the doors too, because there was 3. Oh, this is perfect. See, perfectly to scale. Look at that. There is a tape right here, but it's a green tape. We don't have the color green, so I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, we do. It's right there. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. We're starting to get the foundation going. Check this out. Okay, we got our tape in the monitor. So you'll punch it, you'll get it, you'll put it into the TV, it'll play. Awesome. Okay. I really want to get the building though, so I can get to the redstone. That's what I've really enjoyed. I've been thinking about how to do quite a lot of the stuff since yesterday, which has just been doing. I just love how it was going. Holy. Hmm. I mean, it's like a whole. Because I mean, when I made the original door, which we will be remaking actually today. I want to get the lobby done today. Okay, so let me go back to my source material. There's 2, so these are supposed to be like glass doors, right? So I'm just gonna use normal glass because you can't even go back through here anyway. But I'm trying to think of like a way that I could implement make a glass door without it being super complicated. And I can't really think of a way currently. Alright. Hold on. Oh, what's above it? I'm assuming it's just pure white again. I'm looking at a video for this, which makes it a little difficult. Yeah, it's just white to work with. But, I mean, it would, because I would just be swapping between games. And just, no, it would be so much worse. Worst part is, I think there's more glass doors. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have iron doors. Kind of sell the glass door. So we're going to use as a replacement. So we don't have glass doors. And I don't want to do a complicated piston door for this. So we're just going to use iron doors as a replacement. So trying to work with what we got. So I think next, so we'll do the flooring because I just want to get the walls up. So let me think. Let me look back at my source material. So okay, so it's red and yellow. Red. Also gonna need yellow concrete. It's going to be on both sides. Red and yellow concrete. All right. Don't look at the Huggy. Don't look at the Huggy. It's horrible. I don't know how to make it better at this scale. Oh boy. Don't look at the Huggy. Don't look at it for too long. You never know what'll happen. Okay. It looks like we'll start with this one, which this leads to where you get the grab pack, which is the first piece of interesting redstone. I think about this long. And the door is right there. So, very top, there's light blue, which we could either do with concrete, which I'm probably going to do. Oh, it has a yellow underneath, so we'll just use bamboo trapdoors for that. And it has a sign across that says something. I just realized I built the wrong one. 3, okay, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, pretty good. All right, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. This is the part I have been excited for this entire time. The redstone. Okay, there's supposed to be railings between there, or like a... Just like in the game, you can just hop over that. Which is fine. Okay, now we got our like railing ticket thing. This is starting to look a lot more like it's an actual thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. I just hate the Huggy. Oh my gosh, it's horrendous. You know what? We're getting rid of it for now. He doesn't exist right now. We'll do it later. I am no pixel artist. Oh my gosh. I think that's like a map thing that I don't want to do in maps. I just want to do Redstone Man. Okay. Okay. For this one, it's got a red pillar. And a yellow pillar. It's got stuff between it. But it's really hard to do at this level. It's got glass doors, but I want it to open. So that's what we're gonna do for that one. I'd say it's about the same length, except we have windows here. 2, 3. They're about that tall. One, 2, 3. Hey, not bad. It's starting to become recognizable. That's what I love about it. That's what it is. Something I do like about it is that it's starting to look like it's. You can kind of tell. You're like, I can see what this is. I like it. All right, gotten here. We also have a painting, which I would think is about 2 by 3. I don't know. We'll do this for now because there isn't a 2. Yeah, I think that's about as close as we'll get to the poster. Open the door, and then you're greeted to this room like full of toys. But the most notable thing is that there's a track like on the roof that tells you the code to open this door. So we could do this a few ways, right? We could have the track and just have colored wool to represent it and it doesn't move. Or we could set up like a minecart track. I don't know. How would I power that though? And it would and I think since we're on Bedrock Edition, we could have armor stands in them with like the colored wool, with although it'd be a little bigger than what it normally would be, probably. So I think I'm gonna do the train thing first. It's actually not that big of a room. I think it might be. I think I'll lower it by 1. I think that's a little much. Yeah, I think that's about. We're starting to get into the void. It's pretty much a square room, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then just. Yeah, okay. And I'm just gonna bring this along so I can walk. So I can walk. Walkity, walkity, walkie. Okay, that's pretty cool. Man. Um, okay, let me fill the walls. I am not concerned with your. Man, I just love this how. Poppy Playtime is one of my favorite series. When they added the add-on, as soon as I bought the add-on, And I've been doing the survival with my friends. We've been screaming it Tuesday. If I sound a lot more monotone and stuff here, and I sound boring, I'm nervous on camera. I'm just not good on camera yet. I'm working on it. Um, I don't know, it's hard to be entertaining on purpose. I'm typically entertaining on accident. All right, let's set up the train track, which is red. Out of curiosity, can you put track on trapdoors? If you can, amazing. Like if I did this. You can. That's amazing. That's honestly the best case scenario. All right. So let's design track. It wraps around in a circle. Okay, 1, 2. There we go. Hey, I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then yeah, there we go. Check that out. Now I just got to replace all the blocks with trap doors and then put rails. Check it. Please do not flip my trapdoors. You will break the railing and I will be very sad. Alright, now also need powered rail. You may be asking, how are we going to power it? I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm going to figure a way out. Powered rail, minecart. I think we'll do like this. Yeah, check that out. Right. Now we have our question is, I'm obviously going to power it from the roof because this is counting as that block. So if I use a redstone block, but I'm not sure how to disguise like a redstone block or some kind of block that's powered up there because it's, like I said, it's taking up the slot. So the best way I can think of, I can't use trapdoors because the rails are right there, and that's why they're even able to be powered. Out of curiosity, if I did this redstone lever, or it does. What do you know? Never mind, we can easily power. I wish we could use leads to like link up minecarts. Yeah. All right. So for the roof of this room, I'm thinking pale oak planks because I mean that's what it looks like. It looks like it's a very. We'll add detail that later. This is the first roof we're gonna add, mainly just so I can power this and get an idea. And me, Because I'm trying to think, right? Because they're going to be sticking through the roof. Like, for sure. Like, they're going to be sticking through the roof. So I'm trying to think here. Trying to think here. How... It's dark in here. Well, don't do that. And... Oh, it's even. Oh, it's going to hurt. It's like a 2-block thing. Like there. Ooh, talk about dim lighting. Okay, let's get the redstone dust and levers. I guess we could just do a redstone torch. I guess that would work just as well. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yep. Alright, I should... Let me just... You know what? As long as it works. Forget this. I love that. That is immediately broken. Ah, that would have been cool though. How many colors are there? There's 4. I'd have to get 4 minecarts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, it's already a mess. Oh no. Oh, this is why minecarts suck. See, like, they like to repel each other. Which is so weird. I wish you could just link them up and it would be... Yeah, don't flip my... There's 3. Can I get the 4th one in? Nope, it immediately broke. I think... Okay. Before I commit to this, out of curiosity, because my curiosity is piqued, if I put an armor stand and I gave it, like, the colored... I guess pants? Because out of curiosity. For curiosity's sake, does it look good enough for me to warrant even remotely continuing at this? Or is it better just to do the colored wool and place signs all over it and calling it a day? A day. Uh, where are the cauldrons at? There we go. We'll just do red. Like, does this warrant my continual... Because you won't even get to see the top half. Does this warrant this? Well, the pose don't really matter too much. You will see it. Yeah, I can't. It isn't worth it. That sucks. I thought I had a cool idea. I thought it was cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't look as good as I thought it would in my head. Or like the coolness factor would outweigh it. Mm-mm. It's too fast. So all I'm gonna do is just put our code in, which everyone knows is green, pink, yellow, red. Boom! Got it. Green, pink, yellow, red. I am a genius. So I'm gonna do it like mid. Oh, green. Pink. Oh wait, I could just. I guess I should spread them out a little more. Just that way it's easier to tell what's going on. Also, I want to make sure that you can tell where the front is. So I'm gonna put something in front. No. As hilariously funny as that would be. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this looks like a monster straight out of there. Oh no, let's not. Okay, well, that was obviously the wrong move. I just need. Oh my gosh. Let me just put a stair. Yeah, let me just do that. I feel like that's so much easier and better. There we go. There we go. For texturing. Okay, they now know what the code is. It's green, pink, yellow, red. Awesome. We'll come back to decorate later. All right. We have that room finished in terms of functionality. So we have our code, green, pink, yellow, red, which you're going to come in here to find. Like you'll open the doors here, see the train code, go back to this other room where you'll put in the code to open these doors. Now, I have a few ideas, redstone-wise, on how to do this. I do have a few ideas. I feel like I've been doing a little much on the building side. Okay, the other room is actually a lot bigger than I realized, which is really good for me. I would add like another 3 blocks over this way. Actually, I would add 4, to be frank. Yeah, it'd be like this, which is good. It gives me room. That gives me a lot more room to work with redstone-wise for this. Yeah, I think for today-wise, I think we're gonna get all the main builds built up, and we're gonna end with well, the door that started this whole project, the grab pack hand door. We're gonna end it. I think that's what we're gonna end off today with. This is where we're gonna. So we're going to. They have the door and then the panel. We may have to move it a little bit over redstone lines. So my idea is that you would take this, and also I think because we can't have something the panel be one by one like that normally. But I thought of something pretty cool because there's like shelves in this room where there's like this, right? And say the wool, right? We have the wool, green, pink, yellow, red, green, red, and like on the shelves, right? You'll grab them, and a dropper or something is going to shoot them into a hopper, and if the code is correct, like you correctly put in the code, it'll open the doors. I don't think I can put it here purely because if you press the button to send it down, it'll open the door. Which we can't have that. No, we can't have you cheating. And I want this to go below the redstone. So quickly, I'm gonna dropper. And boom. So, oh, that's annoying. Whatever. Well, this is where you're going to be putting in the code. You'll put it in the dropper one at a time. Is there a way to... I guess we just have to constantly keep it powered. Which isn't too big of a deal. Yeah, there it is. So we just have to constantly keep... You're kidding me! I just built this on the wrong Y level. Why am I so stupid? Oh my gosh. How did that never occur to me? We're at the build limit. I can't go any lower than this. I'm running into the same issue I had initially. Oh, after all this work. Well, I think I found a very satisfying way to end the stream for very entertaining. To be on 64. Is that tall enough? We got more room. Let's just keep going. Let's go up to Y100. Alright, well, this was a horrible first stream of this project. Oh, why am I an idiot? Why do I have to be an idiot? I have to, hold on, let me make that a 3x3 at least, because I don't want to accidentally break that and then lose every single possible way to call this stream a failure. I just wasted an hour of my life. Alright. Where is... There it is. Well, my friend John would be super excited about this. We're about to line this entire place with TNT. Oh my gosh, how am I so stupid? Okay. It's okay. I might... Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna blow this up. And then I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then I'm gonna come back to this, because I do have to use the bathroom. Oh, and then we're gonna come back to this, because this is... Oh my goodness, this is horrible. How am I so dumb? You know what? For the activation, we're just gonna set this right there. Remove that freaking trapdoor. This is so frustrating. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to speedrun getting back to this. We're going... Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get near as much as I thought done anymore. So waste an hour of my life with that. Alright, we use the bathroom, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh. All right. That was a total fail. That was so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta redo all of that. Oh, that makes me sick. Oh, that makes me sick. Oh, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I am not gonna worry about any detail until let me go back. Hold on. Okay, there were three. So there was one right down the middle. Hold on. So it would be like this. All right. All right. Here's our entrance doors. Okay. Okay. Still upsets me. I'm just gonna use stone for now. It will be changed eventually. My plan for the flooring, I might just make it wool. Looking back at the flooring, I think I'm just gonna make it wool. Have this be quartz and use the concrete. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use wool. Hold on, let me just swap to white wool for the flooring. Just that way I can go ahead. It does have red and blue spots in it. There's a lot of white in this build. But, oh, this is horrible. I hate this. I just freaking blew up my, it's so annoying. Oh my gosh. It's fine. 3 and then red. Okay, that looks to be, okay, that would be yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll have the yellow and red wool or concrete. Does that look about right? No, it's a little too long. Does that look about right? No, I think the way I had it before looks. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Oh, it's fine. Once we have the lobby done, we can just move on swiftly from here. We'll do detail for the lobby. Okay, here's my game plan. I'm just gonna build the lobby, work on some redstone. We'll do the detailing tomorrow. Tell you what, we'll do the detailing very last. That's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna build up the basics to where you can kind of get an idea, where you can like see what this is going to look like. And then 2, 3, 4. And then we can do all the texturing and stuff and like making it look good. I think that's what we'll do last, right? Because I'm not really a good builder. I'm gonna try my hardest though. So like, I'm gonna try my best. I mainly just want it to work. And then, and then we can, I guess I might do a little parking lot or something. I don't know. Okay. So, how long is the table gonna be? Okay, so we're gonna have, I think about 3, right? We'll have 1, 2, 3, like this, and then we'll have our opening. So this will be the main room of the lobby. Okay, we have our main room of the lobby. Then 2 blocks, break. 2. That's only 4. Alright, yeah, because we're like speed running through this. Oh, I hate that I had to restart over. It's so annoying. Alright, we have this. Television will be in the corner once again. I don't know. Oh, that's cool. There's like, well, we'll do that later. Let me just get the blueprints down. That's what. Hold on, let me see. Wait till I can get it. Yeah. All right. So it's about 1, 2. Glass, block, glass, block, glass, yellow. Wait, that makes this weird. it would be like, does this kind of fit? Well, how does this look? From a building perspective, I think it looks fine. And I guess that would be light blue, but well, let me do this. Or not specifically this store, but this one. There is so much white here. I will be putting a bunch of red and blue and yellow dots everywhere and texturing the walls, and hopefully it should look a lot better afterwards. How does that look compared to my reference material? I think it looks fine. It works well enough. It's fine. Wait, is that even yellow? Nope, that's red. I was knew something was up. Alright, there we go. And then we'll have to make the train room again. Four. Okay. Now, how big are we going to make this room again? I think it was 10 by 10 is what we made it. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, this looks fine. Oh, the walls in the gift shop are wood. I didn't even realize that. They're like this light brown, but like slightly dark, almost like jungle. It kind of reminds me of jungle. I think jungle is what I'm going to use. People are horrified with me out there for using jungle. But I mean, if you see it, like if you look at it closely, I mean, there's like yellow spots, yellow wood spots and stuff where I'll use like bamboo, and red where I'll use mangrove. I'm just saying, that's what it looks like. Hold on. Okay, no, that's not gonna. Okay, so this is not gonna work because this is like the defining feature, which this is fine though. This works just as well. Yeah, that would look fine. Okay. We have this room set up. Okay. I just want to get the building blueprint done, right? Know what I'm saying? Hold on. How long? That looks to be 5 or 6. Well, how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then you have to add like another. This one, it continues to be. One looks add another 3, 4 ones. Yeah, about that much. Okay. All right. Okay, so we won't get it near as much, but I want to get the at least like the walls and like roof, and I essentially just want to get the redstone for this done and the door. I want to get those two out of the way, and then I think we'll come back to. I think we'll stream tomorrow, around 1 o'clock, 12:30 ish Central Time, and like do all the decorating and stuff, like the lobby and texturing and all that mess, and then we'll start on like the Huggy room. All right, so we got there. So it's gonna be green, pink, yellow, red. Come on, let me get it good. It looks to be add another 2 blocks in like every direction. Length. It looks to be about 1, 2. How does this feel for the room? No, it feels like it should be longer. What is that? Can't help but feel like it. No, it's actually a little bit wider than I realized. Hold on. It's hard to get a good picture, like get a good. Yeah, because we gotta account for that. Okay, yeah, because it's kind of hard to tell. So it'd be like this is what it would be here. Extending it. Oh, perfect. There we go. That looks okay. Yeah, it looks slightly bigger than that one, and it's like longer. Yeah, okay. There we go. Well, actually, what are the walls? They're the same. Okay, they're the same. Same bit. Okay. Awesome. All right. we'll have one more. I also have a special way that I plan on you getting the grab pack, which is like in the wall, is gonna be pretty cool. Let's finish up on like how big we want the lobby. Red, yellow, and no, we're gonna need blue because I've done this before. I've played these games before. All right. Huh. Well, what do you know? I made the door too big in my video. Whoops. I think it's another 3. Or no, it's the same size as this. So it looks to be about 3 or 4 long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. Okay. Yeah, this looks like it in the... Like this, and then it's gonna be yellow, red. Hold on. And this is where our door is gonna be, and that's where we're gonna leave it. So this is what we're gonna be building. Oh, wow. This actually feels kind of cool. Just looking at it like this. I don't know. Is that just me? Just looking at it like this. Like, I know it doesn't. Oh, but it looks so cool, though. It looks so cool, though. Check this out. Okay. So, let's work on some redstone. Tired of this builder crap. What should we start with? And what do we start with? We can do the door, or we can do the... We'll start here. We need a way to open this to get in. So, like I was saying earlier, before I realized I built the original way too low. All right. And you put them into the correct order. Which will be like item filters. We'll have an item filter. This is gonna need some pretty big redstone. All right, speaking of wool, let's use a color that we won't be using. So hoppers will be going down to a filtering system, which will have it go across like this and have it spit out the blocks there. that's where we'll have a dropper to spit the blocks back out if it's not correct, or it's either not correct or it just doesn't. What? It'll, if it's not correct in the, if it doesn't go in the item filter, it'll go there. So I'm just doing the correct order. So I want it to make it to where if you don't put it in the correct order, that it won't turn it on. My idea for that is using pistons. And we gotta make it to where even if we gotta make sure I gotta make sure that if I even if you that it's only in the correct way, because sometimes if you do it out of order it'll still work. So I don't want that happening. All right. There's our bases. All right. So there's that. Now we need to have the item filter. So there's that. Comparator would go here. Crap, we need to be one longer. Because it's for green, pink, yellow, red. And then we can have the dropper. We'll just do the item filter first, and then we'll figure it out. I think that's what. I think that's smart. I'll add one more though, because in case I put something else in there. They don't, but I just want to make sure. Okay, so then we're gonna need our comparator, redstone torch, repeater, redstone, and glass. Oh, do not fall into the void. 1, 2, 4. Okay, there's that. So, and now we'll have it into a chest or barrel. We'll just do barrel. It looks a little cleaner. There, barrel. There. Barrel, barrel, barrel. Okay, that should all be working correctly. Now I have that. And it should be as easy as I'm trying to remember how this works. Hold on, I just need to make sure this, because I usually use a bigger, I'm trying to, oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Trying to make sure that this works. Now, all I should have to do is Hold on, let me get the wool colors real fast. Let me put this in here. Let me grab pink, green, yellow, and red. Pink, green, yellow, red. Okay, that is signal 1. Now, how many items can I fit in there before it starts trickling out, right? We'll just use something crazy that they will. Well, I'll just use redstone. Four, 5. Still only an output of 1. 6. Okay. Took a little too much. It was unlocked for a little too long. Alright, yeah, this... I'm just gonna use the design I normally use. It may be inefficient, but I know it works. Like, I know it's not the best design in the world, but I know it's a design that works because I've been using it. And that's what redstone's about. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I just do 10 like that, and then put more pink wool. I probably should have just put more pink wool in. That would have been smart. Pink, green, yellow, red. Is that not? It needs a little more juice. $14. Good Lord, how much? Hold on, let me grab another stack of redstone. Well, let me grab a bunch. Oh, that's the issue here. I built it wrong. I knew something was up. I was like, it normally doesn't take this much. Did I build it wrong? Oh, yeah, that is... Oh, baby, that was a little much. Hold on. This is what I normally... There we go. All right. Green, or pink, green, yellow, red. What was the code again? It was green, pink, yellow, red. So let me just swap this out. Let me just green, then pink, which There we go. There's pink. Yellow. Oh my goodness. Yellow. And then red. All right. All right. All right. This should. Let me just. Oh, I don't like that. Here's what I'm going to do. Because there's a little bit of delay, so I don't want your thing getting caught in there with it. But let me just make sure. Yeah, there's some stuck in the hopper. I never even realized that. Normally, I don't have that issue. Alright, so it should, hopefully I should be able to fix this with just a simple target block swap for, that's gonna take everything in, but this should stop the delay. Or like the extra delay, I should say. Hold on. Let me just... I'll have to redo this. But I don't want the delay, because if your item gets stuck, and it's not your fault, that's like my redstone's fault. And I don't want my redstone to be at fault here. I want it to work. It doesn't work if it can break. That's how I see it anyway. Alright. Let me get the green, pink, yellow, red again. Green, pink, yellow, red. Green, pink, yellow, red. Alright. How much signal does I get? 3. Stack gives 3. So how much redstone should I need? What if I guess I could just do this because it's never gonna get because you're only doing one. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just with a normal item filter I worry about, but like this is purely like you're putting in only a single item. This is for a map, so I'm not actually concerned with this one. Alright, about it overflowing. There's still some stuck. I think, okay. I think the best option in that case is just to leave one in there. Say, okay, let's say I should get 4. As long as I get 4 in here, it'll be fine. 4, 4, 4. Okay, then we're good. Okay. Okay, and I've realized another mistake. is that the there we go. There's there's a container that it can hold. Now there shouldn't be any issues. Now let's have a button. Okay, that should be, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this will be how you do the entrance. Of course, we'll add like the trapdoor or whatever, make it look halfway decent. Green, pink, yellow, red. Like you'll put it in, and now when these get a redstone signal, okay, we're working with a different one. Use dark green. Hulk. Yeah, Hulk colors. These get a signal. I want these to move it independently. So I want it to meet. I want it to be that unless this one's powered, that this one won't work. Like these won't work until the first one before it is activated. Which I might be able to do with locking repeaters. I'm not really sure. My idea here is get a signal. It'll like move something along and unlock the repeater that was blocking the signal of that one, and then it'll yes, that'll work using redstone torches. And I might the simplest way maybe just be using a container again. So okay, so that's what I'm gonna do so the correct code works, and if you don't, it doesn't work. Then I'm gonna have to think of a way to reset it into, like, if you don't get the correct thing, it'll send up. But if you put it in the wrong order, it'll also get sent back up. I'll have to think of something, a way to do that. But this is very doable, though. So far, this hasn't been absolutely terrible. I think I'll just set them up, like, over here. Okay. So do we have an independent output, or... Well, yeah. Well, I'm like, do I use... I don't think I'm using copper bulbs. Yes, because then... Yeah, because then I can just drain it. Okay. These repeaters, some torches. Okay. There, that way I can get independent lines. Alright. Oh, but then that one's gotta lock that one. Hold on. We'll just do it one at a time. We'll start with this one. Okay. And then it's going to... Wait. I just realized an issue with the locking repeaters problem is that... Because this will essentially... unlock the repeater. Or hold on. Who's getting? Hold on. This is just for show. This isn't. So then, yeah, or it's locked. But so if I put it in the wrong order, yeah, I'm not gonna. But if I put it in the first one, even after I put it in the wrong order, it would still work. That's an issue for me. And I need a way for it to reset its progress if it's. Oh, this is getting pretty complicated. Oh, this is getting complicated. Very, very complicated. This is like a really, really complicated AND gate. Okay. Let me think. If I get an input, it moves the progress along. If it's wrong, it won't move. Do I just use the correct colors? No, I want it to be in the correct order. Okay, so let me think. I want it to be only works if it's in the correct order, and if it's in the wrong order. Come on. It would move the progress along, but it needs to reset. If so, I could do. I guess it would be a quadruple piston extender. 1, 2, 3. That would power the fourth one. Oh, but then that's also really complicated to make. I mean, but that's the only way I can think of for it to reset its progress when it's done, is that it would pull the block back, which resetting its progress. So I may have to make a quadruple piston extender. And it won't work properly if they're fired out of order. So that should also solve my problem, is if it's not in order, then it won't work. Ah, but then wouldn't that break it though? No, because the ending, I think, should fix it. The thing when there's 0 redstone charge, it should fix it. It should fix it. Okay. I think a quadruple piston extender is the way to go. If it's wrong, if it doesn't reach the goal, we'll put a timer on. We'll have a redstone timer after the first input is put in. If it's not reached it by a certain point, it'll reset, putting the blocks, causing them to dump out of here. and get sent back. Are these redstone torches gonna lock this by chance? Because that's gonna make this a little complicated if it is the case. Because is this being locked? Yep, that's what I figured. Oh, that sucks massively. Okay. This is gonna be a little awkward then. How are we gonna dump it out though without, because new blocks are gonna come in immediately when we dump it because of this. Are gonna immediately come into here, which is a problem. But it no longer becomes a problem if I just extend it by 1. Who knew? If I just extend this by 1, that no longer becomes an issue, and I can independently... Alright, well, there's that issue fixed. Alright, this is very doable. I am starting to think of the ways. Okay. Okay, so quadruple piston extender is definitely the way to go. Let me make sure I give myself plenty of room to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4 with diamond block because of bouginess. Okay. This is actually, I don't think I gave myself plenty of room. No, I guess it would be a triple piston extender. Yeah, because it would not be quadruple. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because that has 4 inputs. So, let me now think about how this works. I think, how many inputs for, hold on, hold on, I need to think about this rationally. Hold on, let me plan this out. So, this one would get powered first, second, third. And then depower, depower, repower, depower, repower, repower. That is a lot more than 4. That's 5 actually. I need some kind of piston extender that I can use 4 with. With a double piston extender? Because that would be... That's only 3. 3 and then 5. Is there not one I could use 4 on? Do I have to get creative? Not to... How... 1 input, 2... Okay, that's 3. 1, 3, 5. So it only increases in odd numbers. Oh, I know what we do. We'll do double piston extender, and we'll have the last one right here be the one that actually powers like the block and gets sent upwards as the AND gate. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, so we do need, okay. So I just need a 3x3, I believe. And then it should be as simple as but I need to make sure these are all independent. So I'm going to have to add an extra tick to all of this. So, no, because then that would be skipping out on this one. It would only be the return. Hold on. I thought I was smart, but I'm not. It needs... Okay, it's only for the initial. What about these? Right, because it would go this one, 1, 2, 3. Yes, and then we had the final one. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it is triple piston extender action. And then the closing sequence I'll have be separate. So purely opening wise, it would have to go 1, 2, 3. And then a fourth one. Yeah. So it looks something like this. So this one gets powered first, second, third. Oh, this is complicated beyond measure, but for a door, I don't know. I could be like so dumb right now. I just don't realize it. All right. This one will. Oh wait, no. I need to think. So it would be like this, redstone, this. Meanwhile, this one would be this. The like that. And then I would just wire this one up to the block, which will power the AND gate and open the iron doors. Oh, this is so complicated. It's fine. We got it. 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 This is why I shouldn't do Redstone live streaming. I don't know, but it's gonna be cool. It's gonna make for a cool video when I have the. Okay. So let me just get my input here. And these are independently valued, right? Okay, yeah. Okay. They're all independently. It looks like a mess. It's because it is a mess. Now I need to be able to get an input from here. And I guess I just do this. I'm not really sure. And then this will just lead into an AND gate, which is... And that is completely covered by my item filter. Yeah, I can't. Oh, this is the second time I've done this. Alright. Tell you what. We're gonna go back to this later. We have some other redstone stuff to work on. We're gonna do the input for the door later. I just... Fall into the void. Die. Destroy yourself. Okay. We're going to save that mess for tomorrow or later, something. Alright. Congratulations. You've opened the door. Is what I would say. Alright. Okay. I know what to do, but I'm gonna work on something else now. And stream's over 2 hours long. So I think we're going to we'll do the grab pack. Hey, get the grab pack. So this one's a lot simpler. Will there be an item filter? Yes, but this one's away, and there's only one item. You put in a tape from... Hold on. Okay. There's like a piece of glass. Like... here. Oh, there's some stuff here. Alright. There with the grab pack hand inside. And we're going to remove it whenever right here, which will be a hopper. Where is it at? I may not even do an item filter for this one, because you don't need to. You just put the tape in. Or it's supposed to simulate like you putting the tape in. Where's the television at? There we go. The TV, where you put this on top. This is supposed to be like the stand it's on. And you'll throw the blue tape is what it is, which we have, which is the Huggy Wuggy tape, which will be on hold on. Let me get a good look. On the table, which is right there. It'll be right there. You'll throw it in. Is it in there? Yeah, you'll throw it in. You'll get a comparator output, and it'll open the glass, revealing the thing. Which I may turn that into a staircase. This is smooth, and this is quartz. I still don't even know the difference. It'll break, you'll get up close, you'll break it, get up close, get it, boom. Awesome. This one's a lot easier, but I think it's arguably just as cool, just a lot less complicated. Again, I just need a redstone torch, this, a comparator, possibly a repeater. Let me get my wool color, which will be pink. Okay, it's going to be there. That's where the sticky piston is going to be. Which will be powered. And whenever this television gets a comparator output, which will be right there. So if I put this tape in, comparator output. Repeater just that way, it is 100%. Oh. No, that's an issue. I need to not power the piston. Which means I just gotta go one lower. Should all that should mean. Okay. And let me put quartz beside both. Awesome. Now we just put an item frame. Or we'll make it a glowing. So that was emphasis on you can take this. Then we'll put the blue hand there. So you'll break that, take one, throw it into the TV like you're activating. It'll give you the blue hand. Whoops. It'll give you the blue hand. You'll walk up, grab it, and be on your merry way through the open doors. Come through here, open the door, head on through. Awesome. Oh wait, hold on. All right, there we go. We have this room. Okay, so that's this room. Okay, so we have the activation for the getting the grab pack. Oh, that's gonna annoy me. Because I was gonna use the same. That's gonna annoy me greatly, no matter what I do. Oh, which one's the lesser of two evils? Do I make the door too big, or do I make the hand off center? Oh, that's annoying. Holy, that's annoying. Which one is the lesser of two evils? Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate it so much. It's supposed to be like right in between these four blocks, technically. But I could live with it just being on the blue or yellow if it was in between. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. What do I... Oh, that's annoying. Let's just make the door. The door is easier to make. That'll calm me. Calm. That'll be calming. Oh. Then the 3x3. Oh, that's annoying though. That is incredibly annoying. Let's do this. Let's get a new wool color. We'll do light green. Did pink, dark green, and purple. We'll do light green for this door. Yeah, okay. There we go. Which will be redstone there and there. That'll power both of these. Alright. Okay. I think this is starting to look pretty good. Alright. The very complicated door will be... Okay, so we'll just have to put the item filter going that way, have the input, and then also make it easier to do wire up the AND gate as well. Okay, so that's what we'll have to do for that one. Okay, so for this, we should just have... the door itself is finished. All I gotta do is hook up the wiring on both sides to a torch up here and use my very classic llama. Let's put that there. That's where our llama will go. So we need to hook this up to the top. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me get the basis of how much room I have going forward. Just. Okay. Yeah, so I get like. If I get like it'd be like this is my estimate. Is it's gonna be like this. So that doesn't give me a lot of room to work with. Okay, so I have to power both of these doors using a redstone torch and a llama. Hold on, let me get my green and what? I'll use orange. Let me go ahead and get the llama set up. We'll just have it here because this is what side we're gonna go with. You will be named Door, which will be tripwire. Okay, so far we're okay. Well, now we just need a tripwire hooking. Alright, tripwire hook. Ah, it's too low. I mean, oh, crap. Hold on. No. Okay, I just happened to. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. The llama will go here. I just gotta make that one block up. But the llama is actually quite tall. Okay, awesome. So now when I hit him, he will go up and trigger the tripwire into which we'll need a pulse extender. Hold on, let me just for my own sanity. That and that's gonna go into that room. So as long as we do this properly, if we just don't royally screw up, we should be fine. Okay. Now I'm gonna need a repeater, this, blocks, redstone, and then redstone torch. Turn that into a full pulse. Into a pulse extender. Ooh, good one. That is close. I think this much should be good. Okay, we now have our pulse extender, and then I just gotta hook this baby up to the two. This is, I hate this. This is huge. Oh man, it's just, it is way too large. Oh, I can't hook it up like that. Crap. Hold on, let me back up a little bit. and hook the two sides of the doors up evenly. Oh, that also disconnects that, so I just gotta move it down. How would I? No, I just gotta move it over by one. Okay, block there. Hold on. No. Power that, which will also power that, which will power those two. Correct? Hold on. Okay, let me find the. Okay, that lasts long enough. Alright. That was hugely big. That was huge for like no reason. Let me just fill up the walls to the proper height. Alright, now let me just get this and the blue hand. I hate that it's off center, but whatever. Let me give you some health potion. Want to heal you. Alright, let's bring the walls up to the proper height, and I think we're gonna call it for today's stream, because I've been streaming for like 2.5 hours. And I think we will be all set for tomorrow to start doing, well, to finish up this door, and then we're going to start detailing and working out, like, how they're going to get everything. Because I want this to be, like, as if it was Poppy Playtime, but just in Minecraft, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to work like it was the actual game, or at least close to it as best as I can. Because, like, obviously, some things are off grid, like this. Some things just aren't possible with Minecraft, with how, like, the add-on works. The add-on isn't exactly, like, cut and dry like the game. For instance, the red hand isn't just a second blue hand, it grapples you now. And I can't build a door with that, so it makes it a little awkward. So, but I'm gonna try and do it the best as I can. When I'm done with Stardew Chapter 1, I think I'll turn it into, like, a huge, like, movie, like, okay, to, like, a big video, if you want to watch, like, all of it. I'm obviously gonna edit down, but I'm not sure how big the windows are supposed to be, in all honesty, but I'm just gonna leave them at 3 blocks until I know otherwise. Okay, now I just need to build up the height of this room, and that should be done. And we'll finish the lobby tomorrow. I planned on finishing it today, but down there proved otherwise. But I'm excited. What I might do as, like, a cool thing is a side-by-side comparison with, like, you actually, like, using the stuff. Alright, insanely cool. We got most of the redstone of the main lobby built up. Hold on, let's name tag him so he doesn't despawn. Although, I'm halfway sure that if you spawn them from a spawn egg, they don't, but I just want to, like, double make sure, because it'd be pretty bad if our door stopped being a door. Okay, I'm just going to keep that in here, because I have a feeling I'm going to make more doors. Alright. Well, that's all for me. Okay, we're going to end stream, and we'll continue this tomorrow around the same time, 12:30ish one. See ya.